Yo, what is up guys? It's the Goblin and welcome back to another Fortnite Battle Royale video. And this is a gameplay that I got just like an hour or two ago over on my live stream on Facebook. I'm a Facebook partnered live streamer and that's where I stream, facebook.com/GreenGoblinHD. Link is in the description if you guys want to check it out and go like the page. But basically, I got this gameplay where it was like an 11 kill win and it was pretty nice because you can see here, 25 people left, only 2 kills. I got a lot of the kills in the late game and I thought this is perfect for a YouTube analyzing video. And that's what I'm going to do. Basically what I do is I'm going to go through and I'm doing a post commentary here. I'm going to talk about what I was thinking in the moment and analyzing each of these moves along with the gameplay. So there's no set topic for this video except how to, win more solo games, get better at this game, and because I'm going to be basing it off of my experience right now. So that's what we're going to talk about in today's video. If you guys could smack a like on this thing, I would very, very much appreciate that. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. Smack that like button. Let's go for 1,500 likes. That would be crazy if we could hit that. And also, my supporter creator is the Goblin YT. Shout out to everyone supporting me in the item shop. I think we should be getting new skins very soon. Usually they drop on Thursdays and Fridays, so hopefully we'll get new skins, or not Thursday and Friday, Thursday and Saturdays. So hopefully Saturday item shop refresh will be some new skins. That would be very, very cool. And of course we got the snowman the other day. So drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into this. So you can see here I picked off those first couple of kills, and those were kind of easy. And at this point in the game, I'm in a good spot. I have a lot of different shields, and I want to simply fight right now because I have 9 minis, I have some good guns, I have 2 big pots, I have a jump pad. I'm in a mood to fight because I'm in a offensive position. So right here I'm fighting this guy. First of all, I hit him for 30. So I know for a fact the second I hit this guy, I have the health advantage on him because I have 200 and obviously I just did 30 to him, so there's no way he could have 200. Crack him there for 80. So now I've done 110 total. And I'm calculating this, and then 100 right there obviously finishes him off. So I'm calculating that as I'm winning that fight, calculate how much damage you're doing. Here I get into a tough spot. This guy drives through with the plane and damages me. And this is kind of going to be annoying. This is a season 7 problem, which fits perfectly because running through people with planes is a season 7 problem. So what you want to do is I want to build up to make sure this guy can't get height advantage above me, and that's what I do here. And then I want to lock it down and use my potions. I want to, when you have potions, your priority should usually be to use them unless you know the enemy's super duper weak. This guy wasn't weak because he just got out of the plane, so I have no clue what his health is at until I hit him. That's how you can kind of know. So right here, this is a spot where I'm just trying to hold height advantage, and then actually there's another person coming in on another plane here, so I jump off and make sure I'm covering. These are how fights are going to go, and this is why I thought this gameplay was so good. How you fight against planes is exactly what I'm doing here. You build and block them, you try to sidestep them like I did there. I didn't do it the first time, and then you basically shoot at them when they're on the other side. Right there, I knew that guy in the plane was a different player than that player, so it's all about keeping track of people, which, I lose track of people sometimes. I lose track of a guy later in this gameplay, you'll see, but that's sort of how I took that guy out. I saw the building was, whenever there's new building, it's usually like, there's an animation on it that it's like building, the building animation, like when the bricks are laying down or the wood's laying down. I saw that inside of there, so I knew to spray that down, and everything can be sprayed down in this game. It's destructible, and I was able to kill that guy. And now we're sitting pretty, we're sitting pretty right now. We're at 13 left, 12 left now, 5 kills, and I remember there was a med kit back here, so I go back here and of course pop the med kit, and we're still sitting in a good scenario. And at this point, I sort of had a decision, which was a tough decision for me personally, because I had the decision to take either one big potion or just one med kit. I ended up deciding on just sticking with the big potion, but it was a tough decision because I was like, this all depends if I'm either going to take a lot of damage or if I'm going to take, if I'm going to take a lot of damage, of course, I'd like to have my 10 minis and a med kit to get back up. But if I'm only going to take a little bit of damage, it's nice to have that 50 pot. It's usually a lot better when your player has 200 health than 150 health. It's very, it's just a lot better topping that health off like that. So you can see here, this guy drives right by me as well. And of course, the thing that I'm thinking about as this guy's driving by is I want to get this kill. I wait for him to go for the loot, and then boom, hit him for 60, 30, 60, I think it was. So big damage. This guy is a quick builder, which is why those shots, that pre-damage is very important. This guy was a quick builder. You can see I met him on the build, and I wasn't too concerned about, okay, if we're both the same health, I usually want to get height advantage and shoot down on them because I don't want to take damage. However, that guy was already at like 50 health or something. I was at 200. I'm pretty confident going into a one-on-one battle in the same area with him and just hoping I hit the shot. So that's basically what I did. Between there and when I cut it, I was sort of just farming, making sure I had good materials, which is usually what you should be doing. Once you're good on weaponry and shields and stuff like that, farm up mats and then take a fight. Farm up mats and then take a fight. And that's sort of what the mid to late game will sort of revolve around. And that's what I'm doing here. As you can see, my materials are nice. I have 700, 500, and then 100. So I have like 1,300 total. that can never be enough. You can never have enough mats, especially in Season 7, because you never know when you're going to run into that last player. The last player could either be, you know, a complete bot sitting in a bush where you can just boop boop to the head for a free kill, or it could be a guy that builds like an absolute maniac Tfue style. So you always have to know and be prepared. Right here, I see this guy building up. Of course, I knock him down, and this is an interesting fight. So I'm putting the pressure on. I hit him there. He took a little bit of damage for fall damage. You can see the main thing I'm doing here is I'm keeping track. This isn't just me talking after. I'm doing this in the actual game. I'm noticing when I hit a player for blue health, or when I hit a player for white or blue shield or white health. You can see I'm hitting more shots here, and the reason why I choose to push up is not just because I'm feeling confident, which I was, it was because I hit that damage, and I know for a fact I have the health advantage. So right here, this is time for defense. Blocking, 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 not giving him a chance to get damage in on me. And then when it's time for offense, ramping up, ramping up, ramping up. That's what I do. He tries to grapple, I block him. Grapple guns have become extremely popular lately, and I find that like everyone's using it. So I block him off with the grapple. That's the key to do. When someone tries to grapple up on you, there's two options. Block them off, make them fall back down, which is usually the safer option, or just simply go for the shotgun shot and then try to block them, which sometimes they will end up landing there. So you can see here a lot of this time, and the reason why I'm getting a lot of kills is just because of where people are, and this is just how it is. You know, if I'd come out of that fight and I was weak, that would suck, because there's another guy here that wants to fight me, and this guy has RPG, so I realize he's probably going to shoot me down, so that's why I place this flat, and I'm already jumping towards him. I'm predicting his move before he even, you know, before he even does it, because it's so predictable. When someone has an RPG, when you ramp up on them, what would you think they were going to do? Right there again, I knew I was popping the shield there, but I was like, that's his. If he edits it, I'm going to move. And once, you know, I'm just making smart decisions here, and I'm not doing anything insane. I'm not building at 100 miles a minute. I'm not instant headshotting these players, but I'm being smart. This guy got height advantage on me. I got into an awkward spot, so I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to pop my potion, and then I'm going to try to make a move out of here. And that was my decision. The reason I ramp up here is because I want to have the one above my head so I don't get RPG'd. He knocks me down. I catch myself, and I'm like, at this point, I'm like, this is a tough fight for me, because I'm going up towards him. He has the high ground on me. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just get out of here. I have like 3 jump pads, 2 now, and let's just rotate, and then we'll fight this guy later when it's in a better spot. That's just being smart, you know. And then of course, look what I run into, another fight. And once again with this guy, what I do is I take the jump pad again, and I decide to wrap around on this one though, because I'm like, that guy, I was like, where else can I go? I was thinking about going to the other mountain, but that was out of the zone. So this is the time where it's like, okay, it's time to man up and fight for the zone. You're gonna have to do that sometimes. That's what I do here. This guy hits a jump pad. Whenever anyone hits a jump pad, take the shoot at them. You have nothing to lose when they use a jump pad. Classic move right here. The shotgun, jump, put a floor, and then let them shoot the floor and then shotgun. Oh, that's just mwah, mwah. That move is beautiful. It's a classic move, and it's one that usually always works. Today, it actually didn't work for me one time because the guy like phased through my floor, which is just a problem that happens in the game. Like, I don't know if there's any way they can fix that or anything. I don't know. I think that's just gonna happen when there's online game and there's ping. So that's sort of what happened. And then here, this is the spot where you want to be. 2 players moving in on the edge, and I can get some free shots in. Boom, a free kill on a streamer right there, and free damage on this next guy. And right here, I was confused. With this guy, I gotta watch the kill feed here because I wasn't sure in the moment. You know, I'm telling you guys what I was thinking in the moment. I wasn't sure if this guy died to the storm or if he actually escaped. So I was thinking he was gonna try to climb up this mountain, right? But I think he actually did survive, and he just creeped around the left side, and I find him here in a second, because I assumed he would try to go up the mountain, but of course there was just another exit plan out the side. So this was a mistake on my part, and I just lost track of him. If I should have kept looking down that side of the mountain where I just was, because that's where he was. But of course I just lost track, and I was like, he could have gone this way, he could be on that ramp, and it's sort of just a guessing game at that point, and I guessed wrong. But I should have kept looking, because there's only 3 people left, and I knew that guy was weak. Okay, so now when it gets down to this, 3 people left, I have the zone on me, I switch over to metal, and I build a metal base, because metal will take 25 seconds to fully build, I think it is, but once it's fully built, you are absolutely in a beautiful spot to just completely chill, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just chilling up here, sort of waiting. I'm like, okay, I want to take out that jump pad just so they can't use my own jump pad against me, and I was thinking, what if I need to use that jump pad, but I had an extra one also in my inventory? So this is literally the thought process I was going through. I heard some shots over there, and at this point there's 3 left, and I'm like, oh crap, 3 left. I hear some shots. That must mean the other 2 are shooting at each other. So I need to get over there to finish, because you want when there's 3 people left, you either want to isolate each of the gunfights or a third party. So at this time, I'm thinking third party, but then I realize I don't know where the third guy's gone. And at this point, I'm careful because obviously I don't want to get sniped by this guy, but also the other guy's probably coming up on my right or, behind me. So I'm like, at this point, I'm like, screw this. I have this big metal base built. I'm going to use this thing to my advantage and try to isolate these gunfights or let them come to me. So that's what I do. And then I'm looking, I realize right here what's happening. So I don't have the best positioning here because I'm in the middle of both of them, but I do have good positioning as far as the base that I built. So right here I have to watch, and I place that wall and I rotate so that that guy can't snipe me, and I try to this is isolating an enemy. This is what you want to do. I'm isolating this fight. I take him out because I realized that guy was the guy from the storm, so he's probably a decent player because of what I saw earlier in the storm. And now I've simply got this game isolated, and it's a 1v1. And I know this guy is going to be somewhere over there where I last saw him. The reason I'm jumping up and down here is to make sure that if he does get a snipe off on me, hopefully it's not going to be a headshot because I'm a moving target. And basically what I do here is I'm trying to notice where the player is at. And then I eventually do notice where he's at. And I decide to, instead of jump padding here and making myself an easy target, I'm like, this guy, it doesn't seem like, I feel like I can push this guy. He didn't seem to be too good based on the way that he was playing, or either he was, maybe he was good, but he didn't have many mats because he was staying on the ground. Turns out I get the height advantage on him. And yeah, this guy wasn't, the smartest player. It took him a while to place his roofs, and I just take my time here and make sure I finish this off, and bada bing, bada boom. 11 kill win out of retail with a slow start is pretty good because, most of the kills came towards the mid or end game. Pretty good example of how to get more solo wins. It's something I want to analyze for you guys. Drop a like if you guys could. I'd appreciate that. Subscribe if you guys are new. Check out some other vids, and I'm out. Peace.